Welcome back. This video is titled Kodiak Tips and Tricks. I've been using this Kodiak every day while it's been in my hot little hands for months, except for the couple times I had to send it back to the company for potential issues. So the things I've learned so far, this Kodiak, things that most people aren't going to know or figure out or know how to solve. Even the people at Kodiak were shocked when I told them about their own product, the limitations, some of the limitations. They were shocked. They didn't know. So I'm going to go over some of those right now with you guys because you're my viewers and you guys deserve value. Anyways, so the Kodiak is designed to shut down when it gets so low. So it's a protective feature function, and it happens around 9.30 volts. Oh, actually, let me correct that. Around 9.5 volts, somewhere around there. However, if you and that's assuming you're using some standard appliances to charge things like a laptop. My laptop uses about 30 to 40 watts, right? And so you may have a similar device. But the problem is that if it gets below 9.50, way lower beyond that, because I've had brought the Kodiak down to 8.43, which is extremely, extremely low in power, and it's not recommended to take it down that low often, or shouldn't probably take it down there ever. But I'm an extreme tester, so I just want to see how low I can go before it completely craps out. Excuse me. And I was using different electronic devices. Like I have this power brick, I have my cell phone. I have this DC connector, which actually draws a small amount of watts. And I wanted to see how low it can go. So after it died around 9.50, I wanted to see because I did have it go to 8.43. So I want to recreate that to see why it was 9.5 or 8.43, but it depends on the load you have on the Kodiak. So this laptop, draws almost 40 watts. This power brick draws like 5 watts. The cell phone draws like 4 watts. This little adapter here draws like 0.4 watts. So the lower the watts you have connected, the more you can actually get out of the Kodiak. It's dangerous because it becomes unrecoverable after you get to like 8.5 or 4.3, like I said. It gets dangerous because the reset option with this adapter here that they give you works great when it's above 9.50. When you get much lower than that, it might not be recoverable because it might not have enough juice, or the way they program it to not come back because it's too low to even you can reset it, but it tries to reset it, but it doesn't have enough power to sustain a reset. I guess the best way I can explain it. So so what I had to do to figure that out, to a solution to that, when I couldn't reset it with just this AC adapter, luckily I bought the supercharger here, and I've been using the supercharger, which they don't recommend you use 2 power sources to power it at the same time, FYI. But that's before I knew better. Anyways, so I've been using the second supercharger connected to the same time with the AC adapter that they give you to, one, reset it and put a little juice back into it. However, theoretically, you can use, instead of the supercharger, if you didn't purchase one, you could probably use your solar panels power, assuming you have sun out, or you could probably use the 12-volt car adapter plug if you have that. So basically you need 2 power sources to get past that initial stage of the reset function, because you don't have enough power to properly reset it. So they were totally shocked when I told them I used both those devices, and they didn't think anybody was going to do that, but I had to actually to get past that recovery phase. So I haven't tested out the option with the power on the solar and the car charger plug with the AC adapter, but I have no doubt that it wouldn't work the same way. So you have to have a source of 120 volt source to power this. say you're out, off grid or something, you have to have a source to power this at least. That's 120 volts. The other sources, I'm saying, should be pretty easy with the car adapter or the solar panels. But, if you're somewhere you can go into a building or something, you need to have this, and you need to have the supercharger, because I don't know how else you're going to do it. If you're taking this into a library or a car dealership or a McDonald's or something, you need to have two 120 volt sources. So you would need this supercharger as well as the regular adapter. So that's some tips and tricks that I learned when I got into that unrecoverable phase. So also, just to let you know, I was shipping the Kodiak back to the company, and I'm on the other side of the country compared to where the company is. On the other side of the country compared to where the company is, and they are in Idaho. So keep in mind, if you have to ship it back for any reason, warranty or not, it's going to take a week in transit to get there, a week in transit to get back. It's all done through ground shipping, and because of the hazardous material, the battery, lithium battery. And then they might take a couple days to troubleshoot whatever it is. So you're talking about up to 15 days that you're going to be without your Kodiak. So keep in mind, if you haven't bought this yet, of that issue. Not that I have a lot of issues with it, but I did have an issue when they shipped one of them back to me in transit. It got damaged in transit because of the bouncing around or whatever, and something got disconnected internally, and then I had to ship it back and then get it back again, which they promptly fixed. But also, there's a $50 shipping charge initially. If you ever have to send it back for warranty or otherwise work, they're going to charge you initial $50. Now, if you have to ship it again or multiple times, then they won't charge you again. But initially, they're going to charge you one time $50. I don't like that. I mean, if it's on a warranty, I think they should take it back for free and not charge you. But I guess they don't want to be out the $50 in shipping. Well, they're going to ship it back to you, so they're spending $50 to ship it back to you. So I guess it's a 50-50 kind of deal. But I don't know. I feel some type of way about that. Anyways, that's some lessons and tips and tricks that I've learned, and I shared this with the company as well. So that way, if somebody calls in, now they're going to be better educated and know exactly what to tell the customers what to do if they get into that unrecoverable phase. And these little devices sip power. So like I said, 0.4 watts, 0.4. 4 watts, 4 to 5 watts for this guy. It's a power brick. So these are very, very low power sipping, and then actually, and you might find yourself in this unrecoverable phase by accident too. Say you have your Kodiak. Say you have this dongle here, or whatever you call it, adapter, and it sips power. You see the lights are on, and if it has a flashing LED or a blue light, it's sipping power. So if you leave that on by accident, overnight, 24 hours, leaving your van, whatever, this can drain your battery all the way down to the lowest level possible, where you can't recover it through the normal means of using the adapter. So you can find yourself in this situation, not from testing, but just by accident. So this is why I'm sharing with you as well. People who might not know what's going on with their Kodiak because they can't power it up, they can't reset it, and this can drain your battery down to the lowest possible level. If it's sipping, from 9.5 down to 8.4 or maybe even lower. So don't let that happen to you. If it does happen to you, this is how to resolve that problem, because the company is not going to know that. I mean, I told one guy, but I don't know if he shared it with the whole staff. So the company's not going to know. They're going to have you ship it back to figure it out, and you don't want to go through all that pain, the shipping charges and the time and lack of not having your Kodiak. So this is going to help you troubleshoot your own problems right at your own home or RV or camper van or whatever you're using the Kodiak for. Off-grid solution. Well, that's it for today, folks. I hope this information was valuable and helpful. Share it with your friends if you have any problems or if they have any problems. I'm learning more and more stuff, but I don't know what else there is to learn about this Kodiak, because I pretty much use every single feature possible, charged every way possible, took it to the highest level, took it to the lowest level, did a few resets, tested every single appliance that I have with the Kodiak, in my house, in my van. Anything I can help you with, any questions that you need me to answer, feel free to comment and lean with it. I'm out.